Welcome to the Binge List, fellow TV and film fanatics. I'm Greg and I make recommendations for TV shows and movies that you can access from the comfort of your own home. And this December, we are getting a bunch of new series from all the big streaming platforms that are absolutely going to be on my watch list. So I wanted to share a few that stood out to me. I included a wide range of genres here, including some dystopian options, comedy, thriller, animated, and even a few international titles that look really intriguing. And there's one on this list that I am absolutely pumped for. But before we get started, now that the channel has started to make a little bit of money, I did want to give back to all my subscribers. So like this video, comment your favorite series down below, and subscribe to the channel, and you'll get entered into a drawing for a $100 gift card at the end of the month. And you can put that towards your favorite streaming service. But as always, stop mindlessly scrolling, stop wasting your time. Let's jump in and check it out.
Is out of time.
What do you want?
I haven't seen anyone in the longest time.
So the first title on our list here today actually comes out on the 1st of December, and this is Earth Abides. This one is a post-apocalyptic sci-fi series that is based on the George R. Stewart novel from 1949 of the same name. And this one here stars Alexander Ludwig as Ish, the main character here. He's a young man who awakens from a coma to find a devastating plague has wiped out most of humanity. And if you're like me and you're drawn to the post-apocalyptic settings and dystopian world building of shows like The Walking Dead or The Last of Us, this is probably a great place to start in December. It does have a similar premise where the main character misses the start of everything in a dystopian series like The Walking Dead and has to figure everything out as he goes. And it looks to explore similar themes as well, like survival, hope, and of course rebuilding civilization. And as Ish is one of the few survivors, he faces challenges of a world ravaged by disease and decay, where he's going to now have to learn how to navigate a changed landscape, find other survivors, and ultimately rebuild society. I've personally not read this book, and as of now, there aren't many reviews or reactions out there for Earth Abides, but with a strong premise that has spawned a ton of great shows in the past and a talented cast like this, there's a lot to look forward to as Ish navigates this world ravaged by a deadly plague.
I need you to take the controls.
Okay. Neil? Neil?
Next, we get a fun new PG chapter in the Star Wars saga with Star Wars Skeleton Crew, which is an upcoming Disney Plus series that looks perfect for the whole family. The show is set to explore the Star Wars galaxy from a fresh perspective, following this group of children who, after a mysterious discovery on their home planet, find themselves lost in the vastness of space. They're guided by a seasoned mentor in this one though, portrayed by the talented Jude Law. The crew embarks on a thrilling journey to find their way home. Along the way, they navigate danger, forge these strong friendships, and go on these amazing adventures throughout the Star Wars universe. From everything I read, this looks like it's going to be blending a coming-of-age narrative with the franchise's iconic mix of action, humor, adventure, and some pretty stunning visuals. This one is created by Christopher Ford and John Watts, who, if you're not familiar with, they were both directors as part of the most recent Spider-Man trilogy. And judging by the trailer, you can expect a modern take on the Star Wars universe here. It's going to be packed with energy weapons, unique technology, and all different types of alien creatures throughout. So whether you're a lifelong Star Wars enthusiast or a newcomer to this world, Skeleton Crew looks to take us on a pretty fun journey and be a solid option for viewers of all ages.
뭐 하시는 거예요?
나 모르겠어요.
Then on the 4th, we get another Disney Plus option here with The Light Shop, and this is a South Korean fantasy drama that weaves together elements of mystery, horror, and the supernatural that looks to deliver a potentially haunting yet beautiful series. This one centers around Kim Song-hoon, who's played by Rich Ting in the series, who runs a small light shop with a unique purpose, serving as this bridge between the world of the living and the dead. It looks like we're going to go on a journey into this world that's filled with a pretty intriguing mystery as it explores themes of life and death. It does feature a stellar cast of Korean actors and actresses in this one, but it also promises to be very visually stunning with some awesome cinematography that enhances its subtle looks, but also makes it very emotionally powerful. And from the glimpses of the trailer, the series appears to be a pretty emotional exploration of the human condition all the way through. So if you're looking for a thought-provoking fantasy series, Light Shop looks to be an immersive experience that balances supernatural elements with this emotional core. Also on the 4th, we get another international title on Netflix with this one, and this is Tomorrow and I. This is a sci-fi anthology series that looks to be a bit more wild and wacky than the last title, as this series reimagines Thailand in a dystopian future where technology scrapes at the surface of the older customs. And as tensions rise, we see moral dilemmas lead to these inevitable conflicts. The trailer shows off a wide range of visuals. They all actually look pretty amazing, but you go from a super futuristic style world to these truly strange and almost out of place things. And the one review that I did read mentioned technologies that bring people back from the dead, cloning, intelligent sex robots, and even riding an octopus to survive in these flooded cities. It looks like it's going to have a ton of silliness and humor in it, but also some drama and even some emotional moments that'll give you this very unique experience. And like many of the others, there's not too many specific details about the plot or the characters themselves in this, but with a very interesting premise like this, a beautiful world to explore, and some weird and wackiness, it absolutely feels like it's worth giving a shot.
Good evening. My name's Sam.
Helen.
Yeah, try not to say half of your old name before introducing yourself. That's probably Spycraft 101.
Then the very next day, we get two more titles, the first being Black Doves on Netflix, and this one does seem to be one of the more highly anticipated options on this list. The series is set in London, and it looks to be this thrilling spy drama series that follows the character Helen Webb, who's played by Keira Knightley, who appears to be this seemingly ordinary housewife who secretly works as a spy for this shadowy organization. And when her lover is murdered, she teams up with a former colleague, Sam, to uncover the truth and seek out revenge. Right away, you notice that this one does have a pretty stellar cast. Again, you have Keira Knightley in this one here, but you also have Ben Whishaw leading the way with her, along with Sarah Lancashire and Andrew Koji, and a couple other familiar faces in the cast. So one can assume right away that we're going to get some pretty outstanding performances in this. Black Doves does look like it's going to offer everything fans of spy thriller series enjoy. Looks like it's going to have some high stakes action, some political intrigue, and even some morally complex characters that could be on both sides of the fence throughout some of this, which does typically lead us into these dark, twist-filled plots alongside what looks to be some sharp, witty British humor to help lighten some of the tension. So if you're drawn to suspenseful dramas packed with danger, intrigue, and the unexpected twists and turns, I think that Black Doves is your best bet in December.
Hyperbolically violent. You need therapy.
Then the second title on the 5th is actually the animated DC series Creature Commandos that you can find on Max. And this is not your child's cartoon series here. This is an adult animated series set in the James Gunn DC universe. The series follows a Black Ops team of monsters assembled by Amanda Waller, who most DC and superhero fans are going to be very familiar with. This team includes a wide range of DC characters, including a Frankenstein-like monster, a Gorgon, and of course Weasel, who seems to appear in almost every DC title that James Gunn is involved with. But the trailer gives us a glimpse of the blend of action, horror, and animated gore the show is going to deliver us, along with a look at the team's unique personalities and all their crazy abilities. This is another title with a really talented cast behind it. You do have Viola Davis coming back as Amanda Waller in this one, but you've also got Alan Tudyk, Benjamin Byron Davis, Russ Bane, Frank Grillo, David Harbour, India Varma, just to name a few here. And if you enjoy James Gunn's other works like Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, or the Guardians of the Galaxy, this looks to be the larger-than-life, no-holding-back animated version that will fit perfectly into the unique and edgy take that he has on the superhero genre. So if unique premises surrounding a team of superheroes or the dark comedic tone that Gunn is known for is up your alley, this looks to be a perfect option in December.
Open the door, Mike. I am freezing my balls off.
Moving to the 6th, we get The Sticky on Amazon Prime Video, which is this dark comedy series inspired by the real-life Great Canadian Maple Syrup Heist of 2012, which to me is a very funny sentence to say out loud here, but this looks like it actually really happened. And this one follows the story of Ruth Landry, a determined maple syrup farmer who finds herself in dire financial strain. And to save her family, she embarks on a daring heist, teaming up with this very unlikely group of characters, including a hot-headed Bostonian mobster and a mild-mannered security guard. And if you follow the channel, you know that I love a good based on a true story option, and this looks to be a very unique one here. Stealing syrup instead of money is a very intriguing premise and provides a perfect backdrop for a comedic crime story. This one does have another quality cast in it. You've got Margot Martindale leading the way, but Chris Diamantopoulos in this one, and Guillaume Cyr, and what appears to be a guest starring role from Jamie Lee Curtis, who is also helping to produce this one. And everything that I've seen and read about this one here, it does look like it's going to have a good balance of humor and drama with a focus on the dark comedy and witty dialogue in it. And in the reviews I was able to find, people did say that the plot had more surprises and unexpected moments, keeping you very engaged. So check out The Sticky for a unique heist series that combines elements of comedy, drama, and crime.
Power must be controlled. Fear forged into obedience. Into faith.
The next title on the 10th is the one that I'm looking forward to the most coming in December, and this is The Secret Level on Prime Video. This is from the team who created Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix, and they are bringing us another adult animated anthology series where each episode tells a story set in a specific game's universe. This is a tall task that they're taking on here, but it is an excellent production team and a star-studded cast leading with their voices in this one. I think this one has the most, or one of the most talented casts on this list here. You've got names like Keanu Reeves, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kevin Hart, Ariana Greenblatt, and Claudia Dumit. It does look to have plenty of action and adventure in this, of course, but it also looks like it's going to have some humor and obviously tons of nostalgia surrounding these games. And everything that I did read about it does say that this is going to appeal to both hardcore gamers and general audiences, so you're not going to have to know everything about that world to understand it. But this is an animated series in a variety of different styles that they show in the trailer. Each episode looks to present you with a beautiful and unique aesthetic. And I could not find the official release for all the games that are going to be featured in Secret Level, but they do show off a wide range in the trailer itself, and there are tons of fan speculations out there with titles like Exodus, God of War, Warhammer 40k, Unreal Tournament, Dungeons & Dragons, Pac-Man, Honor of the Kings, Mega Man, and Concord. So for me, I'm pumped for this one with this diverse range of games being adapted. I just hope that the series will capture the spirit of those original titles while offering us a fresh and innovative take on the familiar characters and worlds that we're going to explore. This is definitely at the top of my watch list in December.
Process of how we make a dream. Yes, sir, you yelled that part already. Don't you worry. That was headquarters. They loved it.
If you're not interested in another family-friendly option, you can skip this one here because my next pick is Disney Plus's spin-off series Dream Production. This animated series is set in the world of Pixar's Inside Out. This one here looks like it's going to delve further into the inner workings of Riley's mind, and we're going to see the creative process of turning her memories into dreams with a focus on the quirky and talented individuals who bring these dreams to life. It appears like a few core emotions that we've met in the movies will reprise their roles in this, but looks like we will be more thoroughly introduced to this new set of characters that works in this dream production area of the mind. And even with the PG rating, I really enjoy the Inside Out movies. They're humorous, they're imaginative, they explore the mind, and it's pretty limitless in what they can do. And they do a ton of fun things, so hopefully they can carry that into this series. So if you like the films or you're just looking for another great series to watch with your kids, checking out the inner workings of Riley's mind and this creative process behind her dreams should be a fun option with them.
Good morning, House Hunties.
Wow. Look at Margot. She looks like an AI-generated bitch.
But do you like Margot? Because I can't tell.
Next up, we get another Netflix title, and this one's coming on the 12th with the dark comedy series No Good Deed, where we follow these three families who are all trying to buy this same 1920s Spanish-style villa, and each family believes that acquiring this house will solve some lingering problems that they are experiencing, but as the competition heats up, chaos unfolds. And the main characters in this one are Lydia and Paul, who are being played by Lisa Kudrow and Ray Romano, who are selling this highly desirable home. But it appears that they are hiding some dark secrets from the group that's looking to acquire it. The two lead actors in this are obviously outstanding, and they're supported by these other well-known comedic actors in this with Dennis Leary, Luke Wilson, Poppy Lou, and Linda Cardellini. And from what I saw in the trailer and read, they are playing these complex and morally ambiguous characters, so it's going to be fun to root for and against the different groups. And it is marked as a comedy, and it's jam-packed with comedic actors, so one can imagine there's going to be plenty of laughs throughout, but the teaser and the trailer did show some ominous and mysterious things rather than presenting us with just outright laughs throughout. So there's probably going to be a good blend of some different elements. But with a talented cast, some humor, and what looks to be a bit of a mystery, this looks like a solid option in December.
It was simple. Kill the bad guys who escape justice. And don't get caught myself.
The next title here is another one that I'm fairly excited about here, and this is Dexter Original Sin, which is a prequel to the original series that premieres December 13th on Showtime through Paramount Plus. This one is set in 1991 in Miami, and the series stars Patrick Gibson as a young Dexter Morgan who is navigating his transformation from student to vigilante serial killer. And he's guided by his adoptive father, Harry, and we will see Dexter adopt the Code, a set of rules designed to target only those who deserve elimination, all while keeping his activities hidden from the law, which can be complicated because he has just begun his forensic internship at the Miami Metro Police Department, which only adds complexity to his already dual life. This one looks to explore the iconic character's origins and how he developed this code and his morality, and it will dive into his mind, providing us with a fresh perspective on the iconic anti-hero. And yes, I'm absolutely excited to see the return of Dexter and explore new challenges that he faces in this attempt to live a somewhat normal life, but I'm really glad that they found a way to incorporate Michael C. Hall into the series too. I'm not sure that a Dexter series would be complete without him. And we do get another exciting group of actors in this one too. I already mentioned Hall and Gibson, of course, but you also get Sarah Michelle Gellar, Patrick Dempsey, Christina Milian, and Christian Slater. Looks like they have all the components to make this a great option. Let's all hope that this lives up to the hype and also stays true to that original series. But if you're not a Showtime subscriber now, it might be worth checking out the free trial just for this one here. So my last December pick on the list here today is Squid Game Season 2, and this is set to premiere on December 26th. This is a highly anticipated second season that will continue the thrilling and suspenseful story of the survival games. And everything that I've seen and read, it does look like this production team is promising deadlier games, larger stakes, and even more intense drama in this second season. This new series does see Lee Jung-jae returning in the games 3 years after his victory. And according to Netflix, this season he focuses on ending the games once and for all, but with bigger challenges and the system's grip tightening on him, success is far from certain. And it does look like we'll see the return of all the iconic elements from the original series, with the eerie doll, the deadly games of course, and then the green tracksuits as we explore the mysterious organization that's actually behind these games. This one was critically acclaimed, it had record-breaking popularity when it was released, and is set to conclude with the season 3 in 2026, so this isn't the end, but for now we do get to enjoy 7 episodes of season 2 starting on December 26th.
I'm telling you, it was a setup. Now I'm being watched. I got a bullseye on my back.
There are 3 others that I do want to mention on the list here today. They are not December releases, but they are being released here right at the end of November, and all 3 seem like outstanding options, so I do want to mention them. The first is The Madness, which is an upcoming Netflix limited series starring Coleman Domingo. He's a media pundit in this one who finds himself embroiled in a dangerous conspiracy after stumbling upon a murder that's deep in the Pocono forest. With this being an 8-episode limited series, it looks to be an outstanding bingeable option with an intriguing premise, as Domingo is this paranoid man fearful of taking the fall of the crime that he's witnessed. So a great option for those of you that are fans of psychological thrillers.
My job in the CIA was to go undercover, make contacts, and see if they knew information that could be useful.
So you left us for 6 years to make friends?
The second series that I wanted to mention here at the end of November is The Agency on Paramount Plus. This one looks great for my fellow spy thriller fans. It's starring Michael Fassbender. It's based on the French series Les Bureaux des Legends. And this one follows a CIA agent who returns to his old life after a long absence, and he's now navigating this complex web of international intrigue, personal relationships, and moral dilemmas. And this one has some really well-known actors in it here. We've got Michael Fassbender, Jeffrey Wright, and Richard Gere. Also, the trailer paints this to be a pretty intense and suspenseful series with the moral complexities of espionage around every corner. And it looks very sleek and stylish here, so it's exactly what we'd expect from this genre. This looks like another awesome option to check out at the end of November or the beginning of December here.
Even before I got into a car, I already knew I was born to race.
And last on our list here is the Netflix original series Senna, which is hitting on November 29th. And as far as November is concerned, this is probably the series that I was most excited for. This is a 6-episode limited series chronicling the life of Ayrton Senna, the Brazilian Formula One racing legend. We follow him from his early karting days to his tragic death in Imola, and the series explores his relentless pursuit of perfection. He is a Formula One icon, so if you're a fan of the sport, this is probably a great option where it dives deep into the life of this complex and fascinating champion. If you're a fan of the film Rush, this one definitely gives you that same feel as they depict the intensity of Formula One racing and the charisma and the extravagant lifestyles of these drivers. And as most sports titles go, it does look like it's going to have powerful and emotional messaging throughout it as they celebrate the legacy of this icon. Thanks for hanging out with us all the way to the end, everybody. Take a second to enter to win a $100 gift card by liking, subscribing, and commenting your favorite series on this video. It really helps us get our recommendations out to others looking for great movies and TV shows that they can check out at their home. But thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.